My fellow film activists, hello, hello. Cathy here, and you are here because you caught the last two in the extra playlist that you're in right now, and it has to do with 56 very cool ways to take action to help your local libraries, okay? Pro-library, pro-public education, legislators, so forth and so on. The fight against tyranny and trying to um, save democracy, in other words, is what we're working on. So this article I wanted to actually share with you, and you can read it yourself, but I wanted to get it out there because it was actually very useful, and it actually just kind of worked out perfectly that I had just again talked about those 56 different ways that you can help against censorship and book bans, right? But this is pretty awesome. And so the title of this, if you aren't already familiar with it, is an article by Marina Dunbar. Okay, and this is from just on Friday, the February 7th, 2025, and it's multi-level barrage of US book bans is unprecedented, says PEN America. So it's basically just an article about how incredibly salacious all of the book bans have been happening. And again, this has been going on for quite some time, but it's hitting a pitch level. And so I just wanted to use this, okay, as a catalyst as to why it is so important to make sure that you are supporting your local libraries and that you, one, have a library card, two, that you're using the library card, and three, that you are in any way, shape, or form trying to, again, make sure that we are protecting our First Amendment right, which is free speech. Okay, that's in the Bill of Rights. And we want to make sure that it stays in the Constitution and that we still have a Constitution to look at. So this is a neat article. Again, it has so much information, but again, I just wanted to let you know that it was here. I read it. It caught my eye only because, again, I had just, again, a few days ago, talked about what we can do again to fight against censorship of any kind, as well as book bans. And all I can say is that the more books you read that are supposedly supposed to be on the ban list, the more educated you're going to be. And this is just a really, really keen way to stay on top of how, again, we can fight what's going on right now in the United States. And it's really scary. And, you can feel hopeless, but that's what they want. They want this shock and awe to take you out of the game. And that's exactly what we're not going to do. Whenever, you feel that you have it in you, then you go in, right? You read this article, then you go to the other two videos, okay? And I'll figure out how to link that. I'm new to YouTube, YouTubing. So it's not something that I've done too often. So I get to learn how to connect those videos. But once you then figure out which way you want to start, then you just take baby steps. Okay. So this article is a wonderful way to do that. All right. Read the article. It's an easy step. Then go to those other two videos that give you the 52 different ways. Okay. The different tasks that you can take on to, again, stop censorship and to work against book bans. And this is one way, believe it or not, to stop what's happening. Stop sharing here. It's important that you understand that the other side, those who want autocracy, dictatorship, a monarchy, even though that's exactly why, unfortunately, this land was usurped against those who are already here, right? But the United States became a nation simply because those in Europe wanted to get away from monarchies. And here we are, unfortunately, right back where we started, it seems like. So please understand that anything you can do is going to make a difference, okay? So reading a simple article can spark your memory of that, again, those 56 tasks that you can take on, and you can simply share the article, okay? That alone is advocacy. That alone is organizing, like in the smallest sense. You are on the grassroots, and you are what we need to make sure, remember, we outnumber the elitists. They're 1%, 1% of this whole population. And yet they are scaring us like they are? No, we don't have to let them. Okay. So if we can reclaim, okay, we can reclaim our courage and just fight on. Guess what? Then that gives us the incentive to tell those who are in the legislature, get your asses off the couch and start fighting hard. Okay, this isn't about norms. This isn't about, the status quo that was thrown out basically in 2020. Okay, and January 6th, 2021 was the exact result of all the norms going away. So okay, those of us who want to save democracy and human rights get to not break the law, but literally fight like hell. Okay. And I mean that quite literally because, they used it in the worst way. I'm using it in the historical way that we're going to win, but we get to play as hard as we can. Okay. And you know what? If that means that some of us get to get out of our comfort zone, then that's okay. We're going to do that. But I just wanted to, again, give you little snippets of how you can fight without wearing yourself out, but two, you can actually make a difference. Okay. So again, read the article. All right. It'll be linked below in the description. And then I'll also have at least the links to the other videos. And then I'm going to try to find out how you, point and say, oh, look at this video. But I just wanted to bring it out there because again, it's so important that we understand we are not helpless. Okay. This is about making sure that we have the tools. Okay. So that we can then go forth and spread the good word of this is not going to happen. We are not going to let democracy fail. And we're certainly not going to let one percenters, i.e., two people, actually destroy what has been so fought hard against, which is tyranny, autocracy, dictatorships, monarchies. We are going to work as hard as we can to make sure that we have an election in 26. And actually think about this, and I'll end here. There are several special elections in different states that could decide the power of the House. Okay, so like quite literally, like right now there's like literally only a one seat majority in the House, the US House. If we can actually flip it, even before midterms, that means that the people finally have the House back, and that means the power of the purse. Now, I know it's scary what happened, what's going on, like, all our information is pretty much out there for anyone. But guess what? Whatever is still left of democracy, we will work collectively as a whole, right? As masses to make sure that we can fix it. So put in your best effort, whatever that looks like every day, and I'm sure it's going to make a difference. Okay. We'll see you soon. Take care. Take charge. God bless.